Hey y'all, it's Jonathan with the Lone Star Living channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you a taste of Texas. This is a really good recipe that I enjoy making. It's really simple to make and is actually decently cost effective. But first, I think I forgot something. Hold on. I forgot my apron. What? This is my apron. Okay, so what I'm going to be making for y'all today is King Ranch Casserole. This is a recipe that feeds a lot of people because it's a recipe that they used during like cattle drives and ranch hands. The King Ranch, if you don't know, is a huge ranch down in South Texas, one of the largest ranches in Texas, if not the United States. I'm not sure on that, but it feeds a lot of people and is really cheap and is really easy to make. It is chicken and a few other dishes, and you can actually use chicken from a different recipe that you had left over. It doesn't take much. I would say that actually this recipe for everything, if you had the chicken set aside, which I did, I'm actually using chicken from a different recipe that I made a couple days ago, probably $5 to $10 for this whole dish. So you can feed a ton of people for under $10. And it only takes a couple ingredients. So I'm going to bring y'all in closer and show y'all what you'll need, and we'll get this thing started. Okay, so like I said, the first thing that you're going to need is some chicken, about 2 cups of shredded chicken. I'm using this from a recipe that we had a couple days ago. It's been in the fridge, so it's time to use it. So I went ahead and shredded this, and it's ready to go. The next thing you're going to need is some cream of chicken soup. Any brand will do, doesn't really matter. The next thing you're going to need is cream of mushroom soup, a 10.5 ounce can, and some diced tomatoes and green chilies, also referred to as Rotel. This is the Aldi brand, so any brand will do. The next thing that you're going to want is some chili powder and some garlic powder. And then finally, some corn tortillas. This is one of the main ingredients that you'll be layering this with. So first things first, you need to incorporate these things here and in another bowl. And I'm going to do that here in just a second. Okay, so I actually went ahead and started. I've got my chicken and my Rotel combined. I thought I was recording, but apparently I wasn't. For all you YouTube creators out there, make sure to hit the record button before you start. So, side note. Anyways, so chicken, Rotel. Next, I want to incorporate the cream of mushroom soup and the cream of chicken. And this one is a little bit more difficult. So I get a spoon here. Okay. Okay, now that that's all incorporated, the next thing that I want to do is I want to add 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And I'm just going to put that in there. And half a teaspoon of garlic powder. You can also use garlic salt. We prefer to use garlic powder. And then next, all you're going to have to do is mix that up. So next time you see me, it's going to look like this. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got the chicken, the Rotel, the garlic and chili powder, the cream of mushroom, and the cream of chicken all mixed together in this bowl here. So the next thing that I do is I'm going to get a glass Pyrex dish. Okay, so now that you have your Pyrex dish, you're going to want to take your corn tortillas and line the bottom with the corn tortillas. Okay, now that that's done, you're going to take a couple spoonfuls of your mix and put it over that. Okay, then once you have that, you're going to put another row of your tortillas. And then you'll add some more of your mix. And you'll keep doing this until you've got this hole filled up and your mixture is finished. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, you're going to want some mixed cheese, some Mexican style cheese. And what I like to do, normally you just put it on the top, but what I like to do is, I actually like on the last layer, I put it underneath, and then over the top, I will add cheese. So that way, there's actually extra cheese in this. So I'll be right back. And there you have it. This is King Ranch Casserole. So the next step that you want to do is put it in the oven. Okay, so next you'll preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Once that's preheated, you're going to bake your King Ranch casserole for 30 to 35 minutes uncovered. So there y'all have it, King Ranch Casserole. A really easy dish to make and really cheap. One of the things that I forgot to mention is that you can add onion. It does call for onion. My wife and I have differencing of opinions. When it comes to onions, I prefer onions. She does not. This time we decided to go without onions. But normally what I'll do is I'll saute the onions, get them nice and soft before putting it into my mixture. It adds a little bit different flavor to it, so you make the call. Whether you want onions or not, it's up to you. If you enjoyed this video, I ask that you hit that like button. It really helps the channel out, and also, if you're new here, please go ahead and go down to the subscribe button right down there and hit subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed this recipe, please share it with your friends and family. I would love for them to be able to get a little bit of Texas into their homes. So thanks for watching, and adios.